Here we go. I told you guys I was coming strong, and I'm going to do different series. So I'm going to have impromptu Facebook lives and live streams throughout different platforms, but I'm going to package up some series because I believe it'll bring a ton of benefit. So I've got so much powerhouse information to be able to share. So what I decided to do was, you know what? Let's just package it up. Let me train it out. You guys will be able to plug into here, and we're going to start with weight loss within. Weight loss within. What a powerful, powerful subject. Let me tell you why I'm passionate about this. I'm very passionate about it. And I want you to share this with anybody and everybody you know that struggles with weight loss. Do you know that like 80% of the population is overweight, especially in the United States of America? Around 30% are obese, meaning mega danger zone. So what we've got is an epidemic when it comes to weight loss, and what we don't have is the correct information as a whole on how do we come up with a solution to this global problem. So that's why I want to introduce you to this particular series, Weight Loss Within. You see, weight loss comes from within. And so I'm going to get into the trenches with you, and I'm going to give you some great information for you to be able to grab a hold to. And I'll give you an opportunity to be able to participate in a free webinar to where I break this down in complete detail. I should say our team breaks it down into complete detail. So I just want to make sure y'all can hear me first. If you come on, just drop your name, say hello. Let me know that you can hear me okay. I'm going to check over here on my set so I know that everything is working good. Let's do it. Yep. It looks like everything is working good. Come on, man. Just say hello. Drop your name. Say what's going on. And we'll keep it rolling. So I'm getting ready to get into it because I've got some things that we want to really get into. And I actually took notes. A lot of y'all know I don't do a lot of notes when I do on my lives, but I wanted to make sure I get the data out to you so that you got something tangible that you can use, that you can run with. Now, the big thing that we want to deal with when it comes to weight loss, because a lot of times when we get overweight, right? I've been there, dealt with it. I'm currently right now in the process of losing 40 pounds. I'm an ex-professional athlete, but there's so many reasons why we get overweight, and who cares what all the reasons are? See, once we get the information and see the problem, let's don't look back. You see, we don't want to look back and go, man, I can't believe I got here. So I've been able to, in the last couple of weeks, lose 10 of the 40 pounds that I need to lose. 10 of the 40 just in the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to share with you how I did it and how it's a lifelong solution. You see, I've been able to gain this through all of the training and learning of me being involved in nutrition over the past almost 28 years. And then you combine that with me being a professional athlete for 6 years. So you're talking about almost 35 years of me having a deep understanding. And now I've been able to package this together. All right. So we don't want to feel like giving up, because one of the things that happens when you get overweight, you go, I should just get, is there any solution? Like, how long is it going to take me? Is it going to hurt? Am I going to be in pain to have to overcome this? Am I going to have to really sacrifice and struggle my tail off to get to the point where I really want to be? Well, the question first and foremost, I'm going to give you an answer. No, you're not going to have to struggle your butt off. No, you don't have to do that. I'm going to prove that. And then number two, guess what? We need to do what we need to do in order to get where we want to get. We cannot give up. So guess what? I know it's difficult. I understand the pain. I understand I'm looking in the mirror and going, I don't want to see this belly. I don't want to see these love handles. I don't want to see this flab. Can any of y'all really relate to what I'm saying? Yes. 80% of you listening to me right now, you know what I'm talking about. Around 80%, you're overweight. You've been just dealing with it. You're coping with it. You keep buying bigger clothes. You keep buying in to the statements that's going out there in the public going, okay, feel great about your body, even though your body's not healthy. We don't want to do that. We're going to address that. So it's not about body shaming. It's about, listen, you've got to get healthy because that extra weight that you're carrying around more than likely is cutting years off your life. It's just devastating years in most cases. So these are some statistics that we want to look at and go, okay, is this true? Go research it. I told you around 80% of the population is overweight. 30% is obese, approximately 30%. Clinically obese, not just obese. They've done a lot of research, a lot of studies on this. Even our children are getting off the charts obese. So this isn't just an issue now, it's an epidemic, right? We know that this is out of control. So what does this really represent? Real people. You see, I'm a real person that's had to struggle with this for years because I have had to struggle from being an entrepreneur. That's a whole nother thing we should talk about. If you're an entrepreneur, you know that you can let business and the grind and the hustle get in the way. And it can be devastating to your health. And there's times where we go, I'm going to sacrifice this and one day I'll get back in shape. But guess what? We can get in shape and stay in shape along the way, whether we're an entrepreneur or not. But that's been my reason. I put my hand up. I'll blame it on entrepreneurship and me building these businesses over and over, multi-million-dollar businesses. But guess what? I've sacrificed my health. But I finally put a stake in the ground. And I said, no more. I said, that's it. I'm going to get to where I need to get to, and I'm not going back. If you're there, drop a comment saying I'm ready to get to where I'm going, and I'm never looking back. That's where we're going. So we're going to tackle this. Well, here's what we got to look at. It's a factor that's overlooked, not understood. And I believe, this is my personal belief, that the number one reason people are struggling with weight loss is toxin overload. Toxin overload. Let me tell you why I believe that. Because most people that get overweight, they try multiple diets over and over again. And then they'll have some success. And then all of a sudden the weight will come back. And it seems like when it comes back with a vengeance, doesn't it? It's crazy. So we got to look at if this toxin overload, and nobody's really talking and training about it. That's why this 5-part series that I'm doing here is critical. I'm going to tell you. Fact. I want to educate. I want to motivate. I want to educate. I want to motivate. I want to inspire you to be able to have the thing that you want most, which is what? The body. To look in the mirror and go, I love the way I look at myself. But we got to deal with these toxins. So what are toxins? Toxins are negative substances that cause a negative effect in your body. And again, I took some great notes here so I can make sure to hammer this home. So if you see me kind of looking off to the side, I'm grabbing these notes and then pulling it back so we understand it. So where do these toxins come from? They're everywhere. And it's dominant in society today as the population continues to expand. They're in air, in our air, it's air pollution everywhere, right? Except if you get out from the city. That's why it's important for you to always get some fresh air. But a lot of us live in these cities where there's pollution all over the place. So we got air pollution. This is a big one. And I found this to be especially true in the United States of America, in the USA. Processed foods. Processed foods are literally, in my opinion, killing people way earlier than they should have to die. Because they're loaded, in my opinion, with toxins. Cleaning products. So when you smell that smell, you go, oh, that smells clean. But a lot of times you get that little choke up feeling inside. Well, guess what? That's toxic. That's your body rejecting that and going, please, please. Even our own body waste is toxins. So we got toxins in our food. We got it in our air. Guess where else we got toxins? In our water. Our water is absolutely loaded with chlorine and other chemicals to try to keep away bacteria while adding more toxins to our bodies. So what does chlorine do? Chlorine kills little living substances, right? Or little living organisms. Well, what are we? We're just larger living organisms that's made up of a lot of little organisms. So think about that. If you drink something continually, you consume something continually that kills living organisms, is there a good chance that over time it's going to kill you earlier than you should have died? Yes. Now, how do we deal with this? That's the thing. I'm going to give you the examples. So essentially, the waste materials that are in our body, ideally, it should eliminate naturally and process right out. So we should be defecating, urinating at a healthy rate. And what we're eliminating and we're getting rid of through pooping, through peeing, should be these toxins. But that's just not the case. We're getting rid of just a little portion of them in most cases. Most of them we're holding on to, and guess where they love to store up at? In fat tissue. I'm telling you, this is deep. So you might be wondering, what do these toxins have to do with weight loss? What do they have to do with me losing weight? Well, what happens is toxins can interfere with our metabolism, the process where our bodies convert what we eat into energy. So how many of you felt sluggish? You felt way down before? Huh? Yes. I would wonder, like, why am I feeling tired? Even though I got a great night's sleep. It's the metabolic energy that's having to be used up to protect the body against these toxins that it's not releasing. Think about this. So this storage process can not only lead to weight gain, but it also makes it harder for you to lose weight. So what's happening is our bodies are storing these toxins in our fat cells as a defense mechanism. Have you thought about this before? So if your body has toxins, and I'm going to give you the solution, by the way. So right now, I'm educating you. I'm exposing this. You should be seeing this. And if you're overweight and you just go ahead and click away from this video, there's nothing that's going to change. You know it and I know it. That if you're hearing this message, especially if you're hearing it from someone like me that has brought incredible content for decades to the population, I'm telling you right now that I'm one of these people that struggled over and over with dealing with overweight. And I just told you that I was 40 pounds overweight, and I've lost 10 of the pounds through nutritional cleansing over the past 2 weeks. And I'm going to lose the other 30 pounds, and y'all can come on a journey with me, right? And I've done so without any mega changes. There's no big mega changes to my diet. That's what's so amazing about this. Now, there's things that you go, nope, that's just not good for me. And then you just fade those out. But a lot of the things that are good for your body is not processing them the right way. And because it's not processing them the right way, and what's been happening from before, you're not really getting the benefit when you do something great, like you do when you do work out at the gym, when you do take those good walks. You're not getting the benefit. We're going to solve that. All right. So here's what happens when these toxins lock into your body fat. Ready? Here's what happens. Ready? It becomes stubborn. It's one of the most stubborn things in the world is toxins stored in body fat. It's one of the hardest things ever to get rid of, because I'm going to tell you what your subconscious mind, your immune system, and your entire makeup is to keep you alive. And if all those toxins were dumped out all at once into your system, there's a good chance you would just drop dead. That's just poison. So we got to figure out a way to safely attack these toxins and then safely remove these toxins, correct? So what happens is you're getting feedback all the time about these toxins because they cause inflammation. So there's so much inflammation that gets in your body, and it screams out in all types of forms. But the bottom line is that chronic inflammation leads to disease in most cases. Go study it. Again, I'm giving you my big time opinion. None of what I'm saying has been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, because I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about natural processes to deal with a real problem. And it's my opinion. And it's educational in the format I want to deliver this to you. So completely educational. That's how I'm delivering this to you. You got it? So now that we've established that these toxins can wreak havoc in your body and your overall health, what can you do about it? Well, this brings up a crucial topic that I want to talk to you about now. It's called detoxification. And most of the time when people hear about detoxification, they go, that's going to be hard. That's going to be crazy. I'm going to feel like crap, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to. Depends on how you do it. I'm going to give you a safe and effective way to do it. Watch, I promise you, you're going to love what I'm going to talk to you about. So here's what we want to get down to. We want to really become aware of how to deal with things the right way. So detoxification is the body's natural process of eliminating or neutralizing toxins through the liver, the kidneys, and other organs. All right. So it's just a natural process. So what we want to do is give our bodies the equipment and specifically the nutrition that it needs in the right doses and formats so that it can do what the body was created to do. You see, no drug, no herb, no nothing that external is going to heal you or cure anything. Your body is the miracle, and it's meant to always restore you if you feed it with the proper nutrition in the right way. It's a miracle. I'm proving it right now over the last 2 weeks. That's why I'm so excited. I said, I got to do a series on this. I am so excited to be able to share this with y'all. I love it. So it's not just about some type of trendy buzzword or some kind of trendy diet that we want to focus on. This is about recognizing and then beginning to implement an essential body function for the rest of our lives. We want our bodies to function properly through a great detoxification process for the rest of our lives so we can always be running at our optimum. How many of you would agree with that? Does that make sense? So I am going to continue to give you information to show you exactly how to do this. So when you enhance the process, now watch what's going to happen. When you enhance the process of detoxification, eliminating the right way, and you do so through a guided, because you got to be trained how to do this the right way, detox program, what happens if you do it the right way, we can supercharge our body's ability to eliminate toxins. That's what's happening to me the last 2 weeks. So once I figured it out, I'm like, got it. Right? And I created products to deal with it a while ago. And then I just been testing because I knew I've identified the herbs, the right way and the right amounts, how to take them is what had to be established. And I had to take some time. So for the past year, I've been checking and trying and testing. And then the last couple of weeks, I go, bam, I got it. I do have it. See, what happens is once you supercharge the right way, your body the right way to get rid of this weight, and again, I'm talking big time to 8 out of 10 of you that are listening to me, you're overweight, you know it. And you got to stop putting your head in the sand, and you got to stop being discouraged, and you got to know that help is on the way, because that's why we're here today. It's like my life's passion. So what can happen is once you supercharge, that can result in an improved metabolism. So what you should be able to start feeling is more energy. You should start sleeping better. So what's happening to me? You should, guess what? Finally see the fat leave the body the right way. Bye. Everybody say bye to the fat. I looked at myself in the mirror the other day. I told my wife, I said, Lena, Look, the 40 pounds I needed to lose. Look at this. Look at my stomach just trimming down. And I said, I haven't done anything big time with my diet. It's just what I've been nutritionally feeding myself over these past few weeks. And I did it just this morning again. And you can feel it working. So get rid of that fat. Get rid of that weight, right? But it's not just about shedding pounds. What it's about is creating a healthier, happier you. Like, you lose the weight, but we want to focus on what is the result? What's the outcome of when the weight is gone? So if you want to know how to get there, I can train you two ways: give you the nutrition you need, and then also give you the thought process to keep your focus on the outcome. And that will keep you staying on track. People say, why do people get off track? Because they don't focus on the outcome. They're only focusing on the benefit. They're thinking about, oh, this should be doing this and this should be doing that. But because it's a process, people lose focus. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to change that. Okay. So I want to get this in our being. If this has piqued your interest and you're going, okay, Jay, I like that. I like what you're saying. It makes sense. Toxins are stored in my fat. They've come from what? Food, air, water, cleaning, household products. They're coming from every direction in my life. I understand it. I really understand it, Jay, because I've been trying to lose weight over and over and over again. And there's sometimes I'll get some good results. But really, mentally, it's tough to lose weight for most people. I've been there. It's mentally tough to wait a long time to get there. Most people are like, man, I got to wait like a year to get there. Who wants to wait an entire year? But guess what? If we had to, we'd do it. But if I can show you a way to start getting results in weeks and start getting more and more drastic results in a few months, and then within 4 months, shock you and everybody around you, would you want to know more about that? You would, wouldn't you? Yes. And that's what I'm doing. So I want to encourage you to do something. You should see in the description here, I've got a free webinar where we break this down in detail. It's about a 45 minute webinar, and it will give you the exact details of all what I'm talking about, but in detail, to educate you. Get yourself educated. Stop turning your head around. Stop finding stuff to get in the way. Get educated. And then it's going to show you the strategies. So before you even do anything as far as grabbing any products, we will show you the strategies that I am using. Now, I'm using the supercharged strategy, and I'm in the process. I'm in 2 weeks of a 4-month process to shock myself, shock my wife, and everybody around me. And I know it's working because as an ex-professional athlete, there's certain triggers in your body that you know, oh, because I knew when I was doing typical programs, I'm like, this is kind of like a patch. And it was I had to stay mentally strong to kind of stay on the course. Here, I'm not even really thinking about this at all. I'm just doing the system in a certain way. I'm getting more energy. I'm sleeping better. My vitality's up through the roof, right? And I'm like, man, this is what I've been looking for forever. And I'm telling y'all, here's another thing I do. I created a program that is a daily audio series that delivers you messages along the way over the course of the process. You have the opportunity to grab a hold of that so you can get that daily inspiration and motivation of exactly what you need to be doing, how you need to be thinking. And they say it takes 21 days to create a habit. And I'm telling you, within 21 days, you should have created a great habit with our program. But I want to show you this through the webinar. So if you go to the letter V, detoxwebinar.com, you should see it in the description. And as a matter of fact, I'll plug it in right here as well in the comments, V, detoxwebinar.com. So you go over there. It's a free webinar. Now there's something else I'm going to give you for free. I'm going to give you a free ebook. So once you register for the webinar, what's going to happen is in about 30 minutes from the time you register, you're going to get that ebook delivered to you. Now you're going to get instant access to the webinar because I made it on demand. So you'll see the webinar whenever you want to see it. So if you want to watch it right then, once you register, you can literally watch it then, or you can just hit pause and wait till you come back an hour or two, but get your spot locked in. Because I don't know how long I'm going to keep this for free, especially if I'm giving away the ebook. Now watch, this is a fact. We're getting ready to sell the ebook, right? You will see the ebook for sale on online platforms, but you'll get this ebook for free because it explains the relationship with toxins and weight loss in a very detailed manner. So I put a whole package together because what I found is when you give information and then people get inspiration, they will then take care of the motivation. Most people think they need someone to motivate them. No, you need someone to inspire you. You need systems and programs and people around you that will inspire you. Then you will be self-motivated because you got the inspiration. Now you're living in your own self-motivation. So I love this. Let me check my notes real quick. The webinar is going to give you a full spectrum of how detoxification can be the game changer in your weight loss journey. Man, you're going to get expert insights, actionable tips, and a comprehensive guide to detoxifying your way to a healthier life nutritionally. Fun, right? So y'all click on that link, grab that vdetoxwebinar.com. This is part 1 in a 5-part series. So I'll be coming back tomorrow to do part 2. And I just keep giving the information. And people can continue to learn and learn and learn. And we'll build on this and we'll create an environment, a community of like-minded people that we're just going to be different than most people because we're not going to be struggling with this weight situation over and over again. We've got a very simple solution to be able to live our lives by that didn't require anything drastic. It's just the way we did it and having the information to do it. And then we were able to stay motivated to do it because we were inspired to do it. So I'll catch y'all back here on part 2. In the meantime, get over to vdetoxwebinar.com, vdetoxwebinar.com, free webinar, grab your free ebook, and I'll catch y'all on part 2 of this series. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.